Hey everybody, and I'm Unclendor here, and welcome to another episode of Mang-August. Coming in at number 4, we have Monster Musume. Or Musume, however you wish to pronounce it. I usually go back and forth. I don't really care. I don't really care which way it's pronounced. But it's hilarious. I love this manga. It cracks me up. Oh man, the comedy in this is just wow. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, like it. Monster Musume, Everyday Life with Monster Girls. That title right there should tell you exactly what this is. Like, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is Kusuru's everyday life with a bunch of monster girls. It's slice of life, it's comedy, it's romance, and it's harem. All of those things in one. And before anybody says, GAC, you sure seem to have a lot of harem mangas and animes that you like. Have you seen most animes and read most mangas? There's always a harem. In like 90% of animes and mangas, there's a harem. The main character has a harem in 90%. Like, you can't throw a stone in an anime store without hitting a harem anime DVD. That's how many there are. There are thousands upon thousands of harem animes and mangas. Like, it's impossible to avoid them. I say, join them. You can't beat them. Join them. Just make sure you find the really enjoyable ones, and this is one of them. I love this manga, and I love the anime, and I will be doing something special about the anime here within the next few months. I got plenty of stuff planned for you guys until the end of the year. So you're going to get a lot of content from me till the end of the year. So just look forward to that, because I certainly am. And yeah, so Monster Musume, probably my favorite thing is my favorite character is probably Rachni. She is amazing. She's the only one who actually has a reason to despise humans. Like a lot of these girls don't really like humans because racism and all that stuff. Speciesism, I guess it would be. But Rachni is the only one where you actually see it. Like, where you see how people react to her. Like, she tries to stay inside. It's not that she doesn't like going outside. She does. She goes outside quite a bit in the manga, actually. She gets out. She usually gets out, but when she does, she's always sticking to high places. Sticking to places that people don't usually look. Because she doesn't want to scare anyone. She is so gentle, so kind. She's into some really freaky shit. She's really into bondage and S&M play, and it's woo, she's pretty freaky. But she is still probably the most developed character of the 7 main females. She is probably the most developed of them all, and I really like Ragni. I really like Ragni. Ragni, best waifu of the manga and anime. Um, if I had to choose a second favorite, it would have to be Sue the Slime because she is just adorable. She's just so freaking cute. Um, and yeah, as far as the manga goes, they have 8 volumes out right now. Volume 9 should be coming out. Volume 9 should be coming out later on this month, with Volume 10 coming out in November or December. But we should be getting like 2 more volumes this year. And I am not sure how much longer this manga can last. They have basically covered everything they need to cover. Given the story that they're doing right now, like not everybody is going to like the whole peace between humans and monsters. Not everybody is going to agree with that. And we haven't really seen much of that in the manga until now, the story arc that they're in, where there are 3 highly skilled assassins coming after Kimihito because he has 7 different monster girls all living with him. 7 monster girls who, in their own country, most likely wouldn't get along. And yet, they get along really well in his house, in a human's house. And so it would make sense that they want, it would make sense that they want to kill him. He proves that peace is possible, and I'm sure not everybody would like that. So once they get through with this arc that they're currently in, the assassin arc, once they get through with this, we still need to meet the mothers of Ragni, Sue, and Lala. We need to meet the mothers of those 3, because of the 7 females, we've met the mothers of Mia, Siri, Poppy, Marrow. The other 3, we have not. We haven't met the mothers of the other 3 yet, and I would like to meet the mothers of those 3. Because he has approval from the mothers of the other 4 girls to marry their daughters, but he still needs to get approval from Sue, Ragni, and Lala's mothers. He still needs to get approval from them before he can make a decision as to who he wants to spend the rest of his life with, who he wants to marry, because that's also another ongoing plot device that he needs to choose someone. Like, they continue to drive this in that he needs to choose someone to marry by the end of the manga. They continue to bring it up that he has to make a decision as to who he wants to be with, that he can't continue to live with all 7 of them indefinitely. So he's going to have to choose one of them, and before he does that, he needs to meet the mothers of the last 3 girls. And we also need kind of a final confrontation. We also need kind of a final confrontation with, like the girls that they all met on vacation, the girls that they constantly keep running into in the city, the monster girls from the Mon Squad. We need like we need to see all of those characters one last time. See like where they're at, like how does their story arcs end. They're small story arcs, but I would still like to see how they end. I'd like to see Kusuru interact with them one more time. We need to see that. And we need 2 chapters, possibly 3, to show us the ending. 2 chapters to show us how he comes to the decision of who he wants to get together with, and a 3rd chapter to be kind of an epilogue chapter to show us where the other 6 girls are. Like, have it be, like, in the future, years down the line. Show us what happened to the other 6 girls. And the Mon Squad. And then show us who he got together with. Like, we need to see this. Like, those are the last 3 chapters for the series. Like, they have to be. So I do believe that given how they are currently in volume 11, they are currently going through volume 11. I believe that it could be anywhere from 14 to 16 volumes. Depending on how long they take with this. Depending on how long they take with this arc. If this arc wraps up in like 3 or 4 more chapters, then it's probably going to be like 14 volumes. But it seems like they're trying to take their time with this, which I do think is a good thing. But I do believe it could be anywhere from 14 to 16 volumes long, but I don't think it could go farther than that. I believe it'll probably be maybe 15 volumes long. And the reason why I think that is because of the I Heart Monster Girls spin-off manga, which is supposed to be a 5-volume thing. And each volume has postcards in it. And on the back of each of those postcards, it shows like one of the covers of one of the volumes of the manga. Like the first postcard in the first volume has this on the back. It has this picture on the back. And so it seems like there's going to be 15 postcards for 15 volumes. If they're going to go past that and have 16 volumes or more, why wouldn't they want to have a 6th volume? Have a 6th volume of I Heart Monster Girls. But it specifically says it's a 5-volume series. It's an anthology, which is 5 volumes. So I believe that Monster Musume is going to have roughly 15 volumes. Which, knowing that we're in volume 11, man, we are so close to the end. We are so close to the end. I'm sure there's going to be a second season of the anime. I think that there might end up being an OVA collection to finish off the series, because there's not going to be enough material for a 3rd season. So I think they might have like an OVA collection of like 4 or 5 OVAs. But yeah, the manga is awesome. I love it. It's hilarious. It makes me laugh. And I can't help it. These girls are absolutely adorable. These girls range from adorable to sexy as all hell, and they're not even human. They are monster girls. So I think it's hilarious how like monster girls can actually make me feel that way. That is hilarious. And I think that is the biggest joke of the series, is that like they somehow, like Okayato somehow manages to turn on his readers while they're reading about monsters. That is the biggest joke of the series. But that's why it's number 4. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna be putting up the last 2 videos here, the last 3 videos here soon. But yeah, see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.